Welcome to North American Ag Spotlight. I'm Chrissy Wozniak. Our returning guest today brings a deep background in agronomy and agribusiness with hands-on experience in crop production across Argentina, Brazil, and the US. He's passionate about tackling some of the biggest challenges that face modern agriculture today. And he's been key to bringing a new level of precision and efficiency to crop care. Leading Ecorobotix' business development across the Americas, he's working to promote the ARA ultra-high precision sprayer, a groundbreaking tool that reduces drift, conserves resources, and boosts crop health. So we're excited to welcome Jose Marchetti back to the show. Welcome, Jose, and thank you so much for your time today.
Hi, Chrissy. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
So what inspired this focus on technology for agriculture? And then how did that lead to the development of the ARA sprayer?
So basically, the company's founders really thought about bringing technologies that can help farmers reduce their impact on the environment while increasing their results. And that is why they developed this idea of building a machine that can plant by plant do the ultra high precision weeding that we talk about, and of course crop protection treatments too. So it's a very flexible, versatile machine that can be used both for weeding and crop care treatments very, very precisely.
Yeah, that's amazing. So can you walk us through how the sprayer operates in the field and then what sets it apart from traditional sprayers?
Sure. Well, this is a 20 feet width and width machine with lots of nozzles very close by, 1.5 inches from each other. It has 156 nozzles in those 20 feet. And while we were running on the field at a very decent speed of 4.5 miles per hour, we are identifying every plant that's on the field, differentiating what is the crop, what is the weed, and depending on what the farmer wants to do, we spray one or the other.
Yeah, that's amazing. Can you spray one or the other in the same pass? Or is it two passes, like fertilizer, one pass and spray and herbicide in the other?
Yeah, that's a very good question. No, we can spray one or the other. It means that the machine has only one mixture tank where you can put the product or the combination of products that you want to use, but it's one or the other.
Right.
You cannot do two different applications at the same pass.
Right. Yeah. And that's really, it's a game changer, right? Being able to target that small to the exact plant and give it exactly what it needs or whether it needs to die. Yeah. So it's just so cool.
Yes, definitely. It's impressive when you see a machine on the fields, how precise we are. We have a pixel of application or spraying that it is 2.4 square inches. So it's really small. And that way you get to really spray only what you need to spray, saving a lot of phytosanitary products, up to 95%, depending on the stage of the crop and on the weed infestation of the field. But also, thanks to this technology, you are able to avoid spraying the crop with some selective herbicides that brings many times some delay in the growth of the crop. That is called phytotoxicity, and it doesn't kill the crop, but it slows down the rate of growth. By avoiding spraying the crop with these normal selective herbicides that are used in the fields, the crops grow healthier and most likely are going to yield better. And this increasing yield depends on many factors, but it can vary from an extra 3% to maybe an extra 15%. And that is a big difference when it's time of harvest, right? And the third big benefit that we bring to the fields is that thanks to these very precise weeding applications, we can enter into the field, into the crop at certain stages, and with certain specific herbicides, very precisely and control weeds much better. And that is allowing the farmers to reduce cost on whatever manual labor they have. So,
Right.
and manual labor is a big driver of our sales, because if you can reduce the manual labor by 20, 30, 40, 50%, you are already saving a lot of money. And if you add to that the reduction on the phytosanitary product used and a little bit of extra yield, the return on the investment is just impressive.
Right. And that's so important. I know you attend, and so do I, a lot of the ag tech conferences, and I cover ag tech a lot. And I see so many really cool technologies emerging. But if it doesn't help the farmer profit, then it's really kind of useless, right? It has to get to that point. And with the ARA sprayer, it is obvious how much that
Yeah.
the return on investment for this sprayer is really overwhelming, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the result that we are having on every, with every field that we are spraying. We are getting feedback from the farmers, very happy, saving a lot of money. And remember, the company was founded by farmers here in Switzerland with this idea of helping both the environment, but mostly the farmers in being more profitable. So we are really happy to be in this situation, kind of ideal of taking care of the environment, but also helping significantly the farmers, right?
Right. Yes. And spray drift is also a major concern for so many reasons, from input cost to environmental concerns, of course.
Yeah.
So, what impact does reducing spray drift by 95%, which is
Mhm.
phenomenal, have
Yeah.
on the farm's operation, and then also compliance with regulatory standards, which are
Yeah.
increasingly more difficult, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, the design that the machine has is with covers all around on every side, in the front, in the back, and on the sides, and that is helping really reduce the drift by up to 95% with certifications, very strict certifications actually, that we have made with German authorities and Netherlands and in the Netherlands. And well, that helps the operations in many senses. One of them, of course, is human safety, because avoiding drift, you protect the people working on the fields. And many times when you work with vegetables, you have crews working in one field, and next to it, you need to spray. So this reduction on drift is protecting those people. And this is related to what you just mentioned about the legal requirements that farmers are always needing to comply with. But also, then there is one productivity factor that we are helping, and it is because of those covers on the sides that we don't have drift, and we can handle very strong winds. It's not that you can always keep spraying with any amount of wind, of course, but we can handle winds that normal sprayers won't be able to, and that is increasing the productivity that we have. And again, we have a small machine of 20 feet width, but going at 4.5 miles per hour. So it's slower and less productive than a normal broadcast sprayer. But this factor of the reduction on the drift, making us being able to handle stronger winds, is giving an extra productivity for this small but very efficient machine.
Yes, yes, definitely. And that time saved during windy days, moderately
Yeah.
windy days, is definitely adds up. So you touched on this before. Can you explain the plant by plant technology and how it identifies specific areas to target during spraying? So
Sure.
that kind of technology behind it.
Sure. So as I mentioned, the machine is 6 feet wide, and underneath the machine, we have 6 computers. Each of the computers carrying a set of cameras, and those cameras on the go on the field as it is running, as the machine is running on the field. Those cameras are taking pictures. The computers are processing the images and then delivering the detailed plant by plant identification. Then, based on what the farmer wants to do, the machine is going to spray either the crop to do a crop protection treatment with a fungicide, for example, or the weeds to do a very precise weeding treatment. So this is basically the plant by plant. We take the pictures, process the images, identify, differentiate, and open the right nozzle to spray a very small target.
Yeah, and in a fraction of a second, right? Which is amazing.
1/4 of a second. Everything happens in 1/4 of a second.
Yeah, that it's just so incredible.
Yeah.
So, are there specific crop types or regions where you've seen it perform exceptionally well? And what crops are you targeting?
So basically, we are targeting high value crops or vegetables, and we have different crop algorithms, from which one of the most used and most important are onions, lettuce, spinach. Now we are very soon going to also have carrots as a commercial algorithm. And then we have a group of what we call generalistic algorithms, like all green or target size and row algorithm. Those algorithms by themselves or combined can be used in any crop. It's a bit complicated here at the podcast to explain, because it's such a versatile machine that can do a lot of things. So, but yes, those algorithms of specific crops or generalistic algorithms can help you go into the field in the most important and relevant crops that are planted worldwide. And in the US, all the West Coast, of course, with all the lettuce and other leafy greens, plus onions, is kind of our main market at the moment.
Right. Yeah. Amazing. So, how do you see Ecorobotix fitting into the big picture of precision agriculture as more farmers adopt the data-driven practices going forward?
So we have ambitious plans to keep growing. And at the company, of course, we are improving everything related to our operating software and crop algorithms, but also exploring other alternatives that can help us penetrate more the high value crops market and vegetable market. And then, yes, we are developing different options to get more and more market share. But we are conscious that our main market is all around high value crops and high precision. But yeah, I mean, we are going to keep growing, and there's some news that eventually we will share with everyone. But yeah, I mean, it's a very exciting future.
Yes, I agree. And Ecorobotix was recently listed by the Dutch DRT list and certified by Germany's Julius Kuhn Institute. So, why is this international recognition so significant?
Well, those institutions are really, especially here in Europe, certifying and controlling the quality and everything related to what a machine promise and really can deliver. So for us, being certified by these very important institutions is helping us make the world understand that we do things in the most serious way to really deliver what we promise. And they help us improve many times in internal process or materials that we need to use in every aspect.
Yeah, good. And do you have any stories or feedback from producers who have started using this technology in their operations?
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that I spoke at the last FIRA show in California, in Sacramento, was about this first feedbacks from the users that been last season spraying with ARA in the fields, and the results were amazing. Just one very important note: 35% of the companies that bought an ARA last year in the US are buying a second or a couple more. So that's really one of the most important feedbacks to show you how happy our customers are, is that 35% are buying a second unit or even more than two. There's a company that bought one to try, and now they bought 4. So this is really encouraging for us to keep working well. But mainly the benefits they are getting are related to those 3 main points that I mentioned at the beginning. First, reduction of manual labor from -20 to sometimes not needing manual labor on the field. Imagine how much money they saved only on that. The second feedback that we get is that they are getting the best onion fields ever. You know, they are farmers, so they are not doing a scientific plot, but they are giving us this feedback of having the best onion fields ever. And related to product savings, they are talking about 40 to 70% of savings in phytosanitary products. So again, if a farmer is listening to this show, and I'm sure most of them are farmers, you can easily do some math in your head about how fast the return on investment is for this new technology. And honestly, it's worth to mention that the founders of this company really care about having the farmers, get better results. And that's why we also have a pretty interesting business model with an affordable price at the beginning when they have to purchase the machine, and then a very reasonable yearly licensing model that allows them be always at the latest of the technology, no matter when they bought the machine. And for us is what gives us the resources to keep improving the algorithms and the machine, both.
Excellent. And so for producers who are kind of on the line, they are interested in ag tech, they're starting to open up to precision ag. What advice would you have for them as they start this journey?
Well, they need to try it on the fields, on their fields, and talk to other farmers. I mean, for me, nothing is better than one of our customers telling his story of how things went when they tried our technology. So reach out to other farmers using the technology, ask them the goods, the bads, the problems. We are a new company with a new technology. We are always having to resolve a new problem. So we are not afraid of sometimes having to innovate a little bit more to get to a better result. And there's many times that there's something new and we need to adapt what we have. And this is the spirit in the company. You know, it's we know that we are going to constantly improve the machine, the algorithms. So yeah, farmers, first thing first is to reach out to other farmers using the technology, ask them the goods, the bads, and they will. I'm sure, because farmers are smarter than anybody can think, and they can do the math very quickly in their heads. It's amazing how quickly any farmer can do the math of the benefit. This is maybe the most important thing.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And so where can people find out more?
Well, we are always open to explain and give every detail around the technology and the benefits we bring. So getting in contact with us absolutely is a good source of knowledge for them. And we are always open and happy to answer questions, emails. You can get into our website. We have lots of tutorials in YouTube. We have a YouTube channel full of videos and tutorials. And of course, my email numbers everything is pretty public. So everybody can reach out to us through social media, and we will be happy to share our knowledge.
Perfect. And I'll make sure that all of those links are provided in the show notes as well.
Thank you.
And so I have one last question for you. Why do you serve this industry, and what's your greatest passion in all of it?
So my background is as a farmer. I come from a family that farms, fourth generation farmers in Argentina. And I think agriculture is one of the, if not the most representative industry that puts the human being in front of nature, challenging every aspect of our humanity. So my passion is to see how the man can work together with nature to satisfy their daily needs. We are not so conscious as a society of all the things that we have thanks to the farmers. Statistically speaking, worldwide, farmers nowadays are more or less 2% of the population. So there's more and more people that don't really stop 1 second to think how they have their fridge full of food, and everything is kind of so easy in a supermarket to get. But that was not nature only 100 years ago. So I think this is the passion that comes with agriculture, to put the human being in front of nature, work together to feed their families and society. And I'm really glad that with Ecorobotix we can do this big impact in improving the sustainability of our farmlands worldwide, while helping, of course, farmers who are the ones having to struggle with so many fights.
Yes, that was so nicely put. Thank you for that. And thank you so much for joining me today. Great conversation.
Thank you, Chrissy. It's a pleasure always.
And thanks so much to all who are watching or listening. If you want to learn more, as I said, the links are all provided in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe to North American Ag Spotlight on Rumble, Telegram, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Amazon, wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you like the episode, I would love it if you shared it. Have a great day.